So how do you know when it's the right time to quit your job? First of all, remember that like it's your job. So when you go online and you hear these idiots, because they are idiots, and they go, "You're unhappy, quit your job." Dude, who's gonna pay your bills when you unhappily quit your job on Wednesday? Because some guy who ain't like never had a real job tells you to quit your job because you're unhappy? Well, dude, don't do that, because when you become an entrepreneur or run your own company and you don't like it, you're gonna what? You're gonna quit and go where? Life doesn't work that way. Because you know what they want you to do? Then they want you to buy their shit, because that somehow is going to save your life. Let me give you an adult answer as to when you should quit your job. Now, first of all, you have to ask yourself, do you have any dependents? Yes, I have a wife and 3 kids. Okay, hey, dummy, is your answer still, quit your job when you're unhappy? The kids got to eat, knock it off, right? So you find out, what is your debt structure? Now, if you go, hey man, I live in a paid off house, tiny little place I got, it was left to me by my grandfather. I have no wife, no kids. I don't even have a dog. And my monthly carry is $400 a month. I don't even have a car payment. Okay, things are different. That's a different answer for you. Most of us don't live that way. Most of us that have dependents and bills to pay, what you have to do is come up with a time that you want to be out by. The first time to start thinking about quitting your job is the first time you think about quitting your job. That doesn't mean it's the time to quit your job. That means you get a gut feeling, I don't like it, I hate going to work, I'm upset about it, it's bringing me down. So for me, when I worked at the state of Connecticut, making 100 grand a year with overtime, the department started making changes I didn't like. So when I realized, shit, I don't like them doing this, I'm here to protect kids, they don't know what they're doing, they're telling me what to do, and I really don't like having a job, I decided I was gonna quit. I didn't quit that day. I said to myself, all right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure I got at least 2 months I can pay my bills. So I did that. I was working my other job, got enough money in, and then I actually went to my job and said, hey, listen, is there any way I can take a reduced schedule? And I did that. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Entrepreneur out there with their videos are gonna tell you I'm wrong. I'm right, and I'm smarter than they are. I promise you it's not even close. And I actually genuinely care about you. You don't just decide to make an emotional rash decision, because if you quit your job and don't have any money and you start something else, you're gonna press too hard. If you're selling, you're gonna sell too hard. You're gonna have commission breath. They're gonna hear it, they're gonna smell it, they're gonna know it, and they're gonna say no because you're freaking out, right? When you decide that you wanna quit your job, set a time frame. Now listen, if you're trying to quit your job and after a year and a half you can't get the monthly bills taken care of and you can't work hard enough, because you can work a second job, work a third job. If you don't do that while you're thinking about quitting your job, I got some advice, don't quit your job. You're made to have a job. I heard a guy the other day saying, the thing you have to do with yourself is invest in yourself. Guys, what does that even mean, invest in yourself? Once you work out, once you get right with wherever you need to get to, find your North Star, whether that's your faith or something else. Maybe stop drinking and using drugs. Maybe eat better. That's how you get right. Not by buying the same damn book over and over and over again and show up at the seminar. There was a seminar recently in Southern Florida. The guys I paid $7,500. I'm like, to listen to that dude? What, because he's in a fake good mood? He's juiced out of his mind, his shirts are too tight, and he's telling you why. Guys, I'm trying to help you. If you have another job you're going to and you already have it, then by all means quit your job. But quitting your job with no other income and no income on the horizon is not smart. And if you're doing it by yourself, fine, because that's your business. But if you have people counting on you, I wouldn't do it. But I think what you do is come up with a plan. I came up with a plan and said, all right, I'm gonna get a second job. I started selling real estate. I made X amount of dollars in real estate, put away 3, 4, 5 months of bills. I was like, cool, I'm good here, but I really love real estate. Then when I ended up finding life insurance, I was like, cool, I love this. I'm quitting my state job and I'm gonna go on about my life and be in life insurance. But I had that money saved up and went to work. When I decided to leave the insurance, I was working another insurance deal. I decided to launch my own company. Dude, I sold like crazy to bank money. I didn't want to be there for a year. There was one full year I knew I was quitting. I had to go to the meetings. They'd be like, and I'd go up in front of the group and be like, it's so great working here. Like, don't even want to be there. But I needed to save the money up to then run my own company. I knew I needed leads, infrastructure. I knew I would get sued. I didn't just in panic mode quit. When a man or woman in control of his or her emotions is a dangerous person in a good way. Be in control of your emotions. Take a step back and calm down. And people shouldn't be giving you advice unless they know your situation. Have you ever been there before? Have you ever not had a job? When these guys get all emotional until you make an emotional decision, tell them to relax. You make the decision that you want to quit. Come up with a good game plan, and that's how you'll run into your next business, and you won't be emotional. You'll be ahead of the game. Yeah, it'll still be stressful, but you won't be starting where you already feel like you're drowning. That's why most entrepreneurs quit and go right back to having a job. They never quit with a plan, with a purpose, and with a program that allowed them to be successful.